Hello and welcome back to the Cooking with Ruf cooking show on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. And we are here live in the home kitchen studio. But we are going to remain in Blaxico for this episode. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. The place where that legendary, flavorful, and fresh guacamole was made. We're going to visit again as I show you how I make the Cooking with Ruf Carne Asada. And we're going to show you how to get it all done today on Cooking with Ruf. All right, folks, we're back here and we're preparing to make the Cooking with Ruf version of Carne Asada. And I want to reiterate that this is the Cooking with Ruf version. It does not meet the traditional version of Carne Asada. For my version, I use a sirloin steak. And then I'm going to finely chop a few cloves of this ajo or garlic. I'm gonna finely chop some cebolla or onion, and then I'm gonna hit it with these seasonings. Cooking with Ruf, you ain't got no taco seasoning packet? No sir, we gonna season it with some smoked paprika. We're gonna hit it with some fresh ground black pepper. Chili powder is really gonna be the star of the show. We're gonna hit it with some cumin, some seasoning salt, some regular salt, and then we're going to give it just a little bit of that avocado oil because sirloin is a pretty lean meat. We're going to add a little bit of oil to it, and then we'll show you how to prep it, chop this meat, chop the onions, garlic, get it all mixed together. And ladies and gentlemen, at that point, you can let it sit in the refrigerator as long as you want. But when you take it out and make it, Lord have mercy. Cuando ve esto delantal rojo, ¡olé! All right, folks, now that we have our sirloin cut up into the carne asada size pieces, the first thing I do is I come in and I hit it with a little bit of this avocado oil. And again, that adds some fat to the meat because it's pretty lean and also helps the seasonings to stick in there. Then I come and I hit it with some fresh ground Himalayan pink salt. I think that'll be good for that. And then I come behind and I hit it with some seasoning salt. Yes, sir. And then I'm gonna come and hit it with some of this smoked paprika. And these are the seasonings, the paprika and the chili powder are really the seasonings that are going to give it that traditional carne asada color. Hit it with some cumin. Then I'm gonna come in and hit it with some of this fresh ground black pepper. And then is where the chili powder comes in. You wanna hit it with an abundance of chili powder. Cooking with Ruf, look like you putting too much on it. It's gonna be just right. And then we're going to take those onions, three cloves of garlic, and we'll call it one small onion, chopped finely, and we'll put that in the meat. And I oftentimes like to hit this with a little lime juice as well. I'll take like a half a small lime. Come in there and spritz some of that on there too. I didn't cover that at the beginning. We have added the lime juice in, folks, and now we're gonna just stir it all together and show you kind of what that finished product should look like. So you just wanna make sure you evenly get those seasonings spread throughout the meat, and that fresh garlic and fresh onion. Get that spread throughout. And at this point, if you're seeing it, if it seems like it's a little bit dry, like I'm gonna go back in here and definitely gonna add some more chili powder to this. Maybe a little bit more seasoning salt as well. This is more meat than what I normally make. But you see I have it in the MMMC, the medium meat marination container. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit more oil. Okay, and then I'm gonna also hit it just a little bit more seasoning salt. And then I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more chili powder. All right, folks, we are ready to put this carne asada on the hot stove top. And at this point in the program, you might be thinking, but Cooking with Ruf, what's the word of the week? And you're right, we don't have a word of the week this week. So this is an opportunity for you to interact with Cooking with Ruf. And I'm gonna ask you to put your word of the week down in the comments with its definition. And por favor, let's keep it limpio or clean. All right, folks, we are about facing to the stove and we are ready to drop some of this carne asada. I'm not gonna drop all of it because I'm gonna be using some of it for a dinner that I'm gonna do later, but we'll drop enough just to make a couple of taquitos and show you how to get this thing done. Yeah, we're getting to that point, folks, where we are about to stir this up, and then we'll put the lid on it, let it go about another 3 minutes or so. All right, after I stir it up, folks, and then I put it on another 3 minutes, then I cover it up so it can steam and make sure it's cooked thoroughly. And then we'll come back here shortly and we'll be able to make some of them tacos. All right, folks, that sound means that carne asada should be good to go. We're gonna just take it off and let it sit there for a moment. We're gonna put a couple of tacos together. And then you know what's happening next. Lord have mercy. All right, folks, we have reached the grand finale of the Cooking with Ruf cooking show on YouTube, where we made this Blaxicano carne asada. And now we have put it all together. We've got a couple of tacos made. I'm going to spritz a little lime juice on here. And then we're gonna hit it with some of this hot sauce. That's the Black Label one. That got a little heat to it. And we are gonna give this taco a try. Dios mío, qué sabroso. Ladies and gentlemen, tremendous flavor, and with this hot sauce, some nice heat to it. And you can become the life of your next party when you make this Blaxicano carne asada tradicional. And we showed you how to get it all done today on Cooking with Ruf.